Off you go.
Sorry, right.
Yes, you're working.
Can you mix, Steve?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Mr. President.
And you did that perfectly without any rehearsal. Well done. Right, now before I get going on the news, because I know Darren's got to leave fairly soon, he'll take his daughter home. As you notice, Darren has completely shaved his head in aid of Macmillan Cancer as a fundraiser for Brave the Shave. I will post a link to the fundraiser on the club Facebook pages. Darren would be very grateful if you would donate to the cause. Now he's gone to all the trouble of shaving his hair off for it, but well done, Darren. Thank you. And I will give you the President's news, but thank you for, as we were here tonight, we were watching the World Athletics Championships. And apologies to anybody watching this on catch-up who's been trying to avoid the news, but it was brilliant to see Josh Kerr winning the men's 1500 metres and beating Jakob Ingebrigtsen. So very popular result in the clubhouse. So staying with the World Championships, as I'm sure you know by now, Dina did make it to the final of the 100 metres, but she will have been disappointed to have come 8th. Happily, she's qualified for tomorrow's 200 metre semi-final, and we all hope she's going to be in the final on Friday. Adam Jamili is in the men's 4x100 relay squad. They also go into action on Friday, so we wish them both well and hope they can bring some medals round to the track very, very soon. Going down a notch in the athletics pyramid, turning to the Southern Athletics League on Saturday, we had the final league match of the season at Tooting Bec, and it was another fine team performance. The team came second on the day, very closely, only 5 points behind Chelmsford, and some way clear of the hosts Hercules Wimbledon. Our winners on the day were Chanel Cole, 400 metre A-string, Chloe Sharp won the 800 metre A-string and the 1500 metre steeplechase A-string. Hannah Clark won the 800 B-string, Carys Firth the 1500 metre B-string, and Carol Coulon won the 5000 metre A-string race, and her time of 17 minutes 53:31 was a club W45 record. So well done, Carol. And continuing with the ladies, Lydia Whitcomb won the A-string pole vault, Rachel Ilori won the B-string triple jump, and Jessie Sargent won the A-string javelin. Now, also for the ladies, she came second in the 200 metres. Louisa Valens set a club W45 record of 26.61 seconds, so well done, Louisa. For the men, Bailey Stickings won the B-string 100 metres, Ryan Mutada the B-string 400, Roger Platt the B-string pole vault, OG John Okoro won the B-string long jump, Barnaby Corrie the A-string triple jump, Dwayne Bovell won the B-string shot put. I don't think that's his normal event, but well done, Dwayne. And Delia Aladisi won the A-string discus, and the mixed 4x400 relay team won the B race. Now on the day we seem to have had an extraordinary number of second places, so it was a real strength in depth performance from the squad that on Saturday, and particular congratulations to Carol and Louisa for their records. After a bit of a wobble at the start of the season where the team actually came last in the first match, they followed that up with 2 second places and a first place to finish 9th overall. So that's a very solid performance. I also failed to notice on the SAL website that at our home match on the 9th of July, Chloe Sharp and Bailey Stickings were respectively woman and man of the match, so congratulations as well to Chloe and Bailey. And I want to thank everybody who competed for the club in the Southern League. It's an important league for us, and I'm really pleased that we secured our place in the First Division for next season. And I particularly want to thank Holly Platt for the great work she's done as team manager, getting the team together throughout the season. So well done everyone for that.
9th out of 24 teams, was it 9th out of 24 teams?
It's a good question, Steve.
Yes.
I think it's 9th out of 16.
9th out of 16.
9th out of 16 teams. Moving on then to Monday night, the Norman Park Open meeting. The final results are now up on Power of 10. Thank you very much, Camilla Harris, for your sterling work in getting that pulled together for us. The really good news is that we had 236 athletes who paid to enter 300 events on the night, so a very profitable evening for the club. On the performance side, I totted up, there were 86 personal bests on the night, and John Wakeman is claiming some club records were broken in the pole vault, which I hope to confirm next week. I'm sure Pat Cownham will let me know on that. On the downside, I'm sorry to say that I was acting as starter's assistant on the night, and as I was moving across the track to call people in for one race, I completely failed to notice one of the sprinters launching themselves from the start blocks in a practice start. It completely wiped me out on the back straight. So, lesson learned for me on that one. Pay attention, right?
They were running the wrong way though, weren't
They were running the wrong way, yeah. But I won't get any sympathy from other officials who say you must look both ways before you cross the track. Right. Moving on to parkrun, we had 57 club members running at 26 different parkruns. Joe Scaines was first finisher at Sutcliffe Park. David Adams was first finisher at Alice Holt Parkrun. Darren Cornet was first finisher at Foots Cray Meadows. Paul Sharp was second finisher at Bethlehem Royal Hospital. Robert Perry was second finisher at Thames Path. Jenny Butler was third female finisher at Lloyd Park. And Peter Brooks was third finisher at Clitheroe Castle. Steve Evenden ran again at Claremont Waterfront in Florida and was the furthest from the clubhouse. And a special mention this week to Trang Nguyen, who is frequently a first female parkrun finisher. She won the women's section of the Nguyen An Marathon in Vietnam. And Tran finished 11th overall in the race. There were 4,000 runners in that. She came 11th overall in the time of 3 hours 20:14. So I can imagine it was either a very tough course or appalling conditions. So it was a great run. Now we have a couple of other notable parkrun events to commemorate. At Bromley on Saturday there were 16 runners, including Jess Keane, who later went on to run the 1500 metres for the club at the SAL match, her brother Harry, but most notably her father Mick, who clocked up his 500th parkrun. So congratulations to Mick for that. And then we also have a double celebration for John and Maz Turner at Peckham Rye, who each ran their 200th parkrun. So a really nice piece of timing to make sure you both had your 200th run at the same time. And also I noticed close to the original home of Blackheath Harriers. So I don't know if that was the reason you chose it or you just like the course. Right. So congratulations to both of you. And then last thing for the track news, a club record that I missed a couple of weeks ago. Alessia Scala has set a new under 13 girls high jump record of 1 metre 57. She did that at the KYAL match at Gillingham on the 15th of July. So well done, Alessia. Now, even more up to date, Dick Griffin has the results of tonight's Parris Handicap.
I have indeed. Right, scores on the doors. First of all, thank you very much to the usual group of marshals who turned up and helped, because I couldn't do it without you. And a special thank you to John Butler, who stood in at last minute to help collate the results.
They'd be wrong then.
Don't say they're wrong. John Turner goes through these with a fine tooth comb and rings me up the next day and says, "You got it wrong again." Well, I've got them right this week, John, I'm sure you. Anyway, I won't go through it all, but third on the night with Matthew Maddox, Angela Powell was second, and the winner tonight, and he's already taken his bottle of wine, was Ian Montgomery. It was lovely to see Chris Pike running with us for the first time this season, and Darryl Cornell made a guest appearance, and he ran the fastest time of 18:45. With one event to go in 2 weeks' time. It's now a 3-horse race. And in third place, Leo de Bruyne, and unfortunately him and Evie were away on holiday this week, so couldn't compete. But they're both on 63 points. But way ahead, but still catchable, 11 points in the lead with 74 points, Zoe Kingsman.
Thank you very much, Dick, and well done, Zoe. Now, I've got a little innovation here. I'm calling it History Corner. So I'm sure you're all aware that last Friday, the 18th of August, was the centenary of the Women's 3A's Championships that were held at what was then the Oxo Sports Club over near Beckenham Place Park. It's now Millwall Football Club's training ground. I've posted a short YouTube video so as a celebration on the club Facebook page where I paid tribute to those women trailblazers who were really normalising competitive women's sport, and without whom we wouldn't have sort of the modern sport that we have today. Do have a look at the Facebook posts, because there are links to some really interesting articles, including some footage taken in 1922 of a women's championship. The most remarkable thing I think on it is the javelin, which looks nothing like the javelin competition of today, because the women threw from a standing start using both hands. God knows how they did it. Have a look. Imagine if you could do it today. Now, a slightly more recent piece of history is that 30 years ago yesterday, the 22nd of August, the first ever 3,000 metre steeplechase over the ladies' height of 2'6" barriers was held using the new adjustable barriers, and that was run at the Horsham Open down in Sussex. Now, I mention it because Tanya Blake, who was a Bromley athlete who switched to Blackheath, won that race in 10 minutes 52.6. So she set a world leading time with that performance. And in winning the race, she beat the then UK record holder for 2,000 metre steeplechase over the 3-foot barriers, a lady called Sally Young. Just for a bit of context, Tanya's time, if she ran that today, would actually rank her 20th in the UK at the moment. So I think it was a tremendous performance over an unusual distance and unusual barriers for the time. Pat Cownan gave me that little nugget of conversation, and he said he was so excited on the day that he had to go and get Tanya's autograph. I trust he's still got it. So, upcoming events. In a couple of weeks' time, over the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd of September, a lot of us will be up at the YDL finals in Manchester. If you are thinking of going, I can tell you now, we still need one more person to help with field events on the Sunday. You would be very welcome. We get points for every official that we provide. After that, on the 12th of September, we have the final open meeting of the season here at Norman Park. Entries are now open on Entry for Sport. We shall be having javelin, pole vault, 100 metres, 200 metres, 400 metres, 800 metres and 1500 metres. So I look forward to seeing all of you there. Then the weekend of the 16th to 17th of September, some of our under 20 young athletes will be going to Rome for the European DNA under 20 clubs competition. If anyone from the club was planning on going, I don't know if anybody was, but there's been a last minute change of venue. It's still in Rome, but it's a different stadium. So if you are going, contact me and I can pass on the details of the new place. Also on the 16th of September, and you can see where we're getting to this year, the cross-country season begins with the Will Bolton Relays at Sparrows Den. I know we need help with the start and finish team, timekeeping and marshalling. This is a brilliant event. I always enjoyed going to watch it, back in the day watching the juniors run. I think it's a terrific event. Please support it in any way that you can. Right, that's most of the news. I have a couple of winners for the bonus ball in my back pocket. And for the day of the 9th of, sorry, the draw was on the 12th of August. The winner share of £35 goes to Chris Haynes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And for last week, the draw on the 16th of August, again, the winner share of £35 was for number 8, Sebastian Jones, who can't be with us tonight because he's far too young to be up this late, one of David Appleton's grandchildren. Oh, T-shirts. Yes, thank you, David. Now, I've mentioned our youngsters going up to Manchester for the YDL finals, and the ones going over to Rome for the and they are representing Great Britain in the under 20 DNA competition. We have always been able to provide all the young athletes with T-shirts for the occasion. They wear them a lot, they wear them training, they wear them in warm-up for matches, they get seen an awful lot. This year we haven't got a sponsor to pay for the T-shirts, so we're looking to people in the club to make a donation. It works out at £10 a shirt. If you can afford to donate £10, please do. If you can afford to donate more than £10, please do. David Appleton is the man to see. Bank transfers to the usual account, cheques, cash, postal orders, but David's the man to see for that. We have, David, we have so far 60 shirts have been paid for. Yeah. We have a total of 180 athletes to cater for.
And thanks to quite a lot of people here who've given as well. So
indeed.
Those of you that have given, thank you very much.
Indeed. Thank you very much to everyone who's already given. I've promised money, I haven't yet paid it, so I promised David promised David again that I will do. David, are donations gift aidable as well?
Yes, yeah, and if
yes.
they're under £10, I don't need all the details. So
okay, so that would be really good.
If they're under £20, if they're over £20, most of the sign gift aid forms anyway with your subs. So
great. So any help you can give, gratefully received. I don't have anything else to tell you. Is there anybody in the room who has some news they'd like to share with the rest of the club? It doesn't look like it. So I wish you good night.